American Heart Month wraps up, but for some, the work to promote awareness of a healthy heart never stops.
Our Meg Shaw introducing us to a Northeast Ohio mom who believes if she didn't live in this area, she may not be here today.
It was August 2011 when Tammie Purcell from Mogadore was pregnant.
We thought it was going to be a very smooth pregnancy. I had no issues.
Her first at 40.
I was due September 23rd, I remember, because it's my birthday.
But in an instant, her entire world changed. She was rushed to Akron City Hospital.
I was so scared, like I knew I was dying.
But Tammie calls it a sign from God. Just days before her emergency, one of the doctors at the hospital was reading about aortic dissections. Simply put, that's what happens when the inner layer of the aorta tears, compromising blood flow to the rest of the body.
When I described my pain, that was the first thing that popped in his head. She's having a dissection.
There was no time to waste.
It was like all these doctors were making decisions, but while they were making decisions, I was constantly moving on to the next.
Doctors first delivered baby Liam by an emergency C-section, a healthy 6-pound baby 4 weeks early. But Tammie didn't get to share a moment with her newborn.
They were planning to use the life flight that just happened to be on the tarmac.
She was being life flighted to the Cleveland Clinic, where she was introduced to the chief of cardiac surgery, Dr. Eric Roselli.
It was 10 years ago, but I remember it really well.
He was the cardiologist on call for the weekend. Dr. Roselli tells me even before Tammie arrived on campus, he and a team of more than a dozen professionals knew what they needed to do.
We knew once we had the diagnosis that we had to get her treated immediately.
They spent 10 hours in the operating room.
We reconstructed the aorta by building the arch and the part of the aorta where the blood vessels to the brain come off first. I was able to put her valve back together and save her valve.
Since that traumatic day, Tammie's had a couple of smaller procedures, but her heart and aorta have remained strong.
And not only am I healthy, but they're keeping up to date on my health, because not a lot of people have gotten this far and survived this much.
Now she meets every couple of years with Dr. Roselli.
I'll be keeping track of her whole life, and if something changes that we need to tackle, we'll be able to do it proactively, electively.
Dr. Roselli now holds a special place in her heart.
I told him there's no one else that's ever going to touch my heart.
And for Dr. Roselli, this is how he described their relationship.
It's an inseparable bond.
For News 5, I'm Meg Shaw.
And though it was traumatic, Tammie is grateful for what happened. She says because her son, who she delivered that day, has undergone surgery on his heart to repair a hole, a surgery Dr. Roselli was also a part of.